when it's ready to set, that time of day, my two favorite times. It's kind of like nature is waking up, and at the end of it, nature is going to bed. I feel rather reflective. I feel that the twig I told you I was dangling from, honey, I have got both sets of toes and both sets of fingers grabbing hard onto that twig. Totally dependent on the master of the universe for wisdom and for some guidance. Yes, I am. There's a car going by. I think he thinks I'm insane. I'm being cool with a cool face, waiting for him to go. Yeah. So, in my little minuscule, uneventful life, tomorrow is a good and scary day. Yes, indeed. I will be back with part 2 as we continue. Can't have this be too long now, can we? Take care. Welcome back into Over 50 and Fantabulous. I am your host, Miss Fab. Today is Thursday, October the 2nd, 2014. Welcome to part 2 of our walk. I find that kind of interesting. You hear the birds chirping, and here comes a feather. Little things that are insignificant to most people are significant to me. I've lived my life. I've had my marriages. I've had my failures. I've fallen flat on my face, gotten up, fallen flat on my face, gotten up, fallen flat on my face, gotten up, got mixed up with the wrong man, got mixed up with the wrong man again, then I did it again, then I did it again. Now, you've all heard this, the definition of insanity. Give it to me. Come on, give it to me. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I know some of you have heard that. I was in a discussion with someone, and we were talking about the rules of the Most High, not the suggestions, commandments, if you will. And I was telling him how I am celibate. He looked at me like I was nuts. So then in the conversation, he was trying to make me feel as though that was ridiculous. And not in an overt, mean way, just trying to get me to think. I think I'll keep my pants zipped up, thank you. Yes. And you say, well, you're a mom and a grandma, and you've run through these husbands and boyfriends and this, that, and the other thing. All these years, I have been that definition of insanity. Looking for someone to uphold me. Looking for someone to acknowledge my presence. Looking for someone to pay attention to me. And getting it in all the wrong places. How many of you know, ladies, that some men will read your mail? They will look your ass over. And through a few moments of conversation, if they're pretty slick, they pretty much know your character. They kind of know, they search, pick, they pick through for your weaknesses. and they will custom cater themselves to get into your pants. Oh yes, they will. Gentlemen, do not be offended if you do not display any of these character traits. This is not you, so please do not be offended. There are some ladies as well that look for the weakness of a man, will adorn themselves a certain set way. I've got Sonny. He works at the car dealership. I've got Boo Boo. He works at the grocery store. Such and so, Charlie works at the cellular dealer for cell phones. A man for every category of need. They don't want one man. They want 4 options for the things that they require. Yes, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. To those who are not participating in that behavior, do not be offended. This is not about you. So anyways, I learned from my mother that when you have a man, you are faithful and good and true. You will cook his meals, you will clean his underwear. When he comes home, as the door opens, the scent permeating is the scent of supper. Your personal physical relationship is on point. Now, that's a woman that came from Puerto Rico at the age of 17 with her limited knowledge of men. The only knowledge she had of men after that was briefly prostituting herself. Yes. Can't really see you. The sun is bright in my face, but I know you can see me, so we'll just keep it going. So, your parent depends on what they have gathered from their parents, are going to pass what they know on to you. My mother was very limited. Very limited. She had a negative view of men. Yes, she did. I dare say it's because of what she did in selling her body. That she got to see the ugly side of men. Yes, she did. I won't describe some of the things that she told me. Is unnecessary for this video. Perhaps one day I will do a video describing the horrible set of circumstances that these women that do that go through. And that will be an adult content video. I can't do this on this particular video. So let us keep walking and talking. I apologize for being a ping pong back and forth across the net. But as you know, I go from subject matter to subject matter on occasion. And sometimes it isn't until the very end that I am brought to some sort of wisdom in the message that I need to bring across. I guess, in simple terms, if you consider these terms to be simple, you gotta be true to yourself. You gotta respect yourself. Loving yourself is not a problem. That just means you think well of yourself enough to know that you're not going to settle to do ridiculous things to get what you want. You have to pull yourself up by your female bootstraps and go get it. Yes, you do. You need the wisdom of the Most High. You need that wisdom. I think my Heavenly Father for letting me be aware of His presence. It is amazing a lot of the things that we go through, to the degree of suffering with some folks where they shake their fists up in the air and say, why? I believe that once I drop this body, there is a place. And it is a heck of a lot better than this place. After my mother passed away, we were folding up her clothing, gathering her little itty bit of jewelry, some of this money that she had left over the years for what she did. And it meant nothing. It meant nothing. So that just told me, as I reached into the coffin to kiss her goodbye, and her face felt like a hard rubber doll, that she was no longer there. And that proved to me that there was a spirit in that shell, and that proved to me that the spirit realm was real. And then God came to my mind and said, do you get it? Now, do you get it? I got it. Anyways, we're just chit-chatting. I think that, excuse me, we need to kind of, if you've gone through a lot, I put it on me. I've gone through some things, some through my own ignorance and stupidity, a lot of stupidity. A lot of, I'm going to do what you say so you like me. I'm going to do what you say so you won't leave me. I'm going to give you this money so I can keep you. I don't want to be alone. I dare say, I'd rather be alone and at peace than to be with someone that is really leeching from my soul. Yes, indeed. I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video.